everybody, so recently I've been doing a lot of really festive fall makeup looks, and I love wearing those type of looks and doing those kinds of tutorials, but today I wanted to do a very wearable, super easy, everyday makeup look. This has been my everyday look. You guys have been asking about it from time to time, so I thought I'd just do a tutorial on it. I love pairing warm and cool colors together because they really pop and they really are just really flattering. And I did a really cool taupe on the lid and then more of a warm brown, like a warm rusty brown in the crease. And I don't know, something about these colors just really remind me of autumn. Maybe it's because I'm wearing them every day and it's autumn now. I don't know, but I hope you guys like this. So stay tuned for the tutorial if you want to see how I got this look. Okay, I'm going to start off with this NYX eyeshadow trio, and this one is called In the Woods, and I'm beginning with this shade all the way on the left. It's like a cool taupey color. So I just loaded up my brush with that color and I'm patting it all over my lid using an E55 brush. Once you have that placed all over your lid, you can just sweep it up through the crease a little bit. Then you want to flip your brush over, and I'm going to pick up this golden, shimmery golden highlight shade all the way on the right. I'm applying that under my brow for a highlight, and I'm going to also kind of pull it down a little bit so that when we apply our crease color, it's going to be just a little bit easier to blend out because we'll already have a powder put down in that area. And then also just apply it into the inner corner. And then sweep it over our lid color and also a little bit underneath the tear duct. For this next step, I usually do this one of two ways. Either I will use this gorgeous reddish brown color. It's kind of a rusty brown with subtle shimmer. And if I'm just doing a neutral lip, I'll use that color like I am today. Or if I'm going for a really intense bold lip, which is another trend that's really popular for fall, I will swap out that crease color for this one, which is more of a cool brown. And this is the Urban Decay eyeshadow in Secret Service. So it is a very subtle difference in the overall look, but you can see that this matte brown eyeshadow is a little bit more of a cool brown, and it's a matte shade. So it's not going to be competing as much with your bold lip if you're doing that kind of a look. For now, I'm using that center brown, and I'm going to take my E35 and just start lightly going back and forth into the crease and making a V motion. And you want to lift that color up. It's the only color I'm using in the crease, so I'm pretty much just lifting it a little bit higher than I would normally because I'm not using any other colors for this look. Kind of spin the brush backwards down to the lash line. And then you can just start blending it out a little bit with that same brush. It's going to go all around that with an E40 blending brush. And because we put down that highlight a little bit farther down, it's going to really help blend the colors together. It's not going to stick to your lid as much. And then I'm going back to this E55 brush. Instead of using a tiny pencil brush or anything like that, I'm just going to flip this over to the other side and dip back into that brown shade that we just used and actually just press it in to the outer corner of the eye, just like that. And it's going to kind of do almost the same thing as if you were doing like the pencil brush and making the tiny V. It's just a little bit easier because you don't have to use a different brush than we did before. So it's just going to intensify it a little bit more. You pat it around in that area, and then you can also take your brush on its side and like flick up a little bit, and it'll define the outer corner. Take a little bit more on the end of the brush, and I actually love this brush for applying color to the outer edge of your lower lash line, just right there. Just pull it straight in towards the center of your lash line. This is the Maybelline Expert Wear eyeshadow in Linen, and it's a really nice color. You can use anything. You can even use a face powder that is like a shade or two lighter than your skin tone on a large fluffy brush, and this is just an E55, and I'm just going to tap it along the outer edge of the eyeshadows we just put down so that it really tightens up the look and cleans it up. Then I'm going to use my CoverGirl Liqualine Blast in, I forget the color. This is the gray one. It doesn't say the color right on the pencil. I'll be sure to list it in the list of products on my blog. So I'm going to apply that to my lower lash line. So I'm just applying it a little bit thicker in that outer corner, and then I'm going to bring this all the way in actually. Instead of using a brush or anything fancy, I'm just going to flip it over and use this smudger on the other side of the eyeliner and just go over it a little bit. You don't have to do anything special, just kind of running it along the line you just traced will help soften it and really get it nice and evenly applied to your lower lash line. So this is my Maybelline Master Precise eyeliner, and this is the one that I always use. I love it so much, and I'm going to wing it out a little bit in that outer corner. And I'm actually using more of, not so much the tip of this, but more just the middle of it, kind of the side of it. I kind of hold it and see where I want the flick to go, and then I'll pull it back down to the outer corner of my eye. Just like that. Then I'm going to apply some mascara. I'm going to be using my CoverGirl Lash Blast Volume. And you guys have probably seen this a million times. Just looks like that in the orange tube. And whenever I'm doing a pretty neutral, basic eye look, I like to make sure I really apply, well, I always apply a ton of mascara. It will really accentuate an everyday look like this. So to finish off this look, I used my Cargo Medium Matte Bronzer, and I just dusted this all over my face. I usually switch up to this bronzer this time of year just because it's a little bit more, suits my skin tone a little bit more in the fall, winter months. But this one is great because you can just kind of dust it all over, and I applied it a little bit on my apples of my cheeks as well. Does kind of the same thing as a blush, just warms up your complexion. Then I'm going to use my Josie Maran Argan Illuminator or Illuminizer. It's a very pretty golden color, and you have to be careful because I almost always squirt out too much. It's like hard not to because of the pump. But what I'm going to do with that is actually just tap some of it, just using my finger. You can use a brush if you want. I'm just going to tap it on the top of my cheekbones. And you want to make sure you keep tapping the entire time so that you're really blending it in, so when it dries, because when it dries it does stay put. It's actually a very long lasting product, so you want to make sure you blend it in right away. And since I do have so much left over on my hand, I'm going to take a little bit and just tap the bridge of my nose very lightly and my Cupid's bow. I really, really love the look of this Illuminizer. It's a really nice product. It gives your skin just a very nice natural looking dewy glow. And then for my lips, I'm going with more of a neutral pink. This is MAC's Cream Cup lipstick, and this is actually the lipstick that I've been reaching for when I'm not doing an intense bold lip color. I usually just go with this one, and it's a really pretty feminine light pink. And then on top I have this NYX Mega Shine lip gloss, and this one is in sugar pie. I always want to say honey pie. On its own, on me, it's a little bit too light. It pretty much washes out my lips, but when layered on top of another lighter lipstick, it looks gorgeous. And my girlfriend, who has a little bit of a darker skin tone than I do, she can wear this by itself and it looks amazing. So this is a great one for darker skin tones. So thank you guys so much for checking out this look. I hope you enjoyed it, and thanks for checking back with me and my channel, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!